Welcome to this video where we're going to be doing R3 Madness of Crowds. I was going to do a solo video of this, but then Meister logged on and I thought I'd invite him. He's actually been farming this more than I have. I just recently started farming it. And Meister, as you could probably tell from his last name, is Nimvind from the Reaper Life series and who's been in a lot of my videos. This quest contains 2 pieces of loot that I'm trying to get for Ginger Spice when she gets back to Cap, which is only a handful of weeks away. Just about to wrap up Racial Completionist with her, so I'm really excited to get her back to Cap. And the legendary Scales the Exile, which is a non-metal heavy armor, really nice, that druids can use. And then there's the Giant's Platter, which is a large shield that's made of wood, so druids can use, and they're part of a set. So it's quite possible I might even go after the legendary Wild Frost, which is an interesting cold sickle. It just depends on I'm not sure how the set bonuses are set up yet. There might be something not working as intended, because right now it looks like the shield might be part of 2 sets, and it's not clear as to whether or not that's working as intended. So in any event, just going to do R3 because that's my lazy farming difficulty. Let's do it, dude. So I'm really a fan of this new pack. I really like it. I think it was well done. I know there's some people trashing it, but there's always people trashing new content. But I think it's a beautiful pack. 5 quests is awesome. I love how there are non-linear elements to some of the quests, like this one. I mean, this one's just like a sandbox. You got to figure out where to go and what to do and where it is. So that's a really neat element of some of these quests, and this one in particular. And I know that Meister is also a fan of this pack. Do you need Death Ward or GH?
Yes.
Let's do it. One of the things that I like about this quest is that you got optionals that affect how it plays out. So let me do this next altar, dude. So if you appease the gods at the altars, then in the end fight, the wood woad and the air elemental and the fire elemental, they fight for you instead of against you. And this is the final guardian one. So you want to click on there, and this one is the Law Oathbringer one. Let's go to the end of the road next. Another thing I liked about this quest is
That's what she said.
Makes you think that, like, when we first came to this, we thought we needed to get through this door. You know, it looks like you need to get through this door, but you don't. So it's kind of like, it kind of throws you off, which was really neat. You know, when we did that live stream last week, we kept trying to figure out how to get through the door, but that was not at all what we needed to do. I don't know if this optional does anything, but since we're here, we'll do a difficult concentration check, since I have concentration maxed, and I have high constitution, so I'm sure I can eat plus 89. I'm sure I easily made that check. But I don't know if that does anything. Did that even give us XP?
No.
It's got to do something then.
This guy is from the Solitar League, which is the fire giants that attack us at the end.
Okay, well, we'll have to notice. We'll have to take notice to see if that affects the outcome. I'm sure people will respond to this video and be like, "This is what that does." Let's go.
There's an optional where if you start fighting the fire giants, where it says destroy the Solitar League, and I'm assuming that maybe he's one of them. I don't know. Which one can tell us to tell us I'm an idiot?
I'm gonna grab these woodwoods just to show like how they go non-aggressive as soon as you appease at the shrine. Oh, and look at Brown Pits is here. So you see those woodwoads there are attacking us, but as soon as you, let's see, this is Roa, the jungle leaves. As soon as you click that to appease the gods, they become non-aggressive.
That's so cool.
And like I think I told you this yesterday, Nem, is that you can drag mobs to these guys, and these woodwoads will fight them, and they'll take the aggro off of you. And you can do that at any of the altars, as far as I know. But I haven't figured out why, toward the end, those first two altars have aggressive mobs. So it's kind of weird.
Well, it depends on where you bring bronze pits. I noticed that if you have to grab bronze pits at the river, the mobs at the Oath Bringer or whatever, they become active. So what I'm thinking is that we have a system, like if you have to pick a bronze pit here, there's mobs to the right of the hill that are normally not there, like some cow. And then, of course, the mobs on its camp. If you find them by the column, there's going to be mobs and scorpions behind the vineyard, behind the tent of the lazy hill giant, and on his camp. So I think that they expect you to have two, aggressive encounters at least before you see him again.
Okay, because that wouldn't make sense, because there was, when you and I were farming it, there was always, like, we had to fight mobs at his camp. But when I was farming it earlier today, there were no mobs at his camp. But I had fought some other stuff, because I was just poking around. But see how these woodwoads are fighting for us right now. It's totally awesome. And another cool thing about this quest is it could be farmed really quickly. You don't have to go around and appease the...
Looks up with more hair on their head.
You don't have to go around and appease all the altars. You could just, grab one of the items for the stew.
That means that the water elementals next to the Bloody Spirit altar will turn to your side if you drag them to the altar, huh?
The water elementals will turn on your side, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I had them fighting for me yesterday. There's the fourth altar, the fourth and final altar right there.
He's a good guy. He's a good fellow.
But yeah, you can farm this really quickly. You don't have to do the altars. You could just grab like the scorpion to the side, who drops the little stinger thing or whatever. Yeah, yeah, I'll do it.
Right.
So this one is the bloody spear. All right, click that, and now the water elementals.
One water elemental looks like
are fighting the drop. So now let's D-door and go get the scorpion.
Okay.
So now we're just gonna go get the scorpion stinger.
The spear with the head on the end is near that altar, but I didn't see it.
Now you tell me. We can just go to the left right here, right? Isn't the scorpion
actually,
right over
no.
here? That's not where
there's no ramp. Well, I guess if you try to hook this wall, you can go up. No ramp past some mound here. So
we have to go around the other way. Okay, I get you. That makes sense. I was getting a little bit confused by this when I was farming it earlier.
Yeah, that's why I always go. Oh shoot! That's why I always go. Oh shoot!
And then the last one, I really loved the last quest where you got the 3 trials, and just like that fern maze is, even though I guess it's really small, they did such a good job of
it's definitely easier on a bear.
It's disorienting, it's easy to get lost in there, and I just think that was really cool. And that whole end quest, I think, is really well done. And there are elements like I haven't been able to figure out what's with the mithril lock and what's with that one red signal crystal at the bottom of the one pit. We didn't figure out what was up with that. So if you know, make a comment. Appreciate that. Just gonna put it on chain shape here for a minute because we got mobs that are spread out, and this way it'll bounce around without me having to make too much effort. So we made a video yesterday morning, but the audio ended up being snap crackle poppy for some reason. I don't know, maybe loose microphone.
Still blinding them, or?
Yeah, Legendary Radiance. But what we were showing, we had just discovered yesterday that they added new emotes for the druid animals. Like when you're in wolf form and bear form, you can like wave and beg, and there's all kinds of funny stuff. We were just cracking up, and I'd caught it all on video, and it would have been really funny, but like I said, the audio was pretty bad, so I decided not to post it.
Here in the south is one of them. I usually go here, check it first, just type like each other, and then go down here.
Here it is, right here.
Oh,
so this scorpion can be a little bit further up, right, and a little bit further down.
Or near the combs.
Near the what?
The columns, where bronze pit spawn point is.
Okay, because bronze pits could be in 3 different locations, right?
Yes. Just like my body. My body has been torn in 3 different directions.
I think I told this story in a video quite a while ago, probably around the Reaper Life series, that Meister here was infamous in High Lords and abroad on Sarlona at one point. And one of the things that he was infamous for was something called Meister cakes. And the way the story goes, and I was there at the birth of the legend too, was we were in a guild shroud, and this is like 6 years ago. That back when like soloing shroud was like a thing, that was like a big deal. There weren't many people had done it, and like people were just starting to post videos of it and stuff. And he said that he was like, oh yeah, I soloed shroud, you know, the other day, and he's like, yeah, I only had to use 3 res cakes. And then somebody in the party was like, wait a minute, you can't use res cakes in raids. And then he just starts giggling because he got busted. He's trying to play it off like he really did it. And so it became a thing.
An Archon or Archon or whatever. It's
part of like lore in the High Lords of Malkir now, and for a while it had gone outside the guild too, that there were these Meister cakes that you could raise yourself in raids. And we still razz them about it to this day. I just told the story of Meister cakes, by the way.
Oh.
The legend of Meister cakes. He actually changed his last name.
Find some green twigs, man, from Shroud and put them in the Stone of Change.
He actually changed his last name to Cakes at one point.
You got yourself a nice little Meister cake.
I wish you never changed your last name from Cakes. I wish you were still Meister Cakes.
I'm thinking about changing it back. So, if you want to show them that one of the other spawn points, the Mama Scorpion can be here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Or right here. And then Bronze Pits can be right here, too. So, that's why I usually go circle around that mob.
Okay.
Because if you notice, there's a ramp that goes up here, so that way I can usually let them fight each other while I circle around finding the mama.
And he can be down by the river where we were earlier.
Just jump off from this little crack that is to Bronze Pit's camp.
So he just appears now, right?
Yeah, there's a scorpion loose, so those have to die. Yep, there he is. I don't know if it's just the scorpions or the scorpions and the priestess that has to die for him to show up. But he can show up with mobs still on the board.
Yeah, he'll help you fight him too. So
yeah, he's awesome. He's
so we put the little stinger in the cauldron, and you can get the other 2 items. I don't know if putting the other 2 items in there does anything. Like if it's just XP or if it you know, affects the final fight. But I really liked that, you know, that like I said earlier, that, you know, you have this optional that actually changes, you know, can help you in the final fight if you do it.
I don't really need a shrine.
Yeah, I'm not shrine either. I don't think any selection there does anything. Well, we still got the Sulatar here. Maybe if we had killed them earlier, they wouldn't be here?
Yeah. Well, there's a few more optionals that include killing them, too. Like, there's like 2 giants, and then that drow company that claims their Solatar League.
But right now, the elementals are fighting for us because we did appeased all 4 of the altars, and if we hadn't done that, we'd have to kill those elementals, or at least they'd be fighting against us. So as always, this is the point where I just get lazy, Remnant, and put it on single target focus blast and put it on auto attack and just sit here. And then once he gets down a little bit, then the other dude will come and I'll stick it to chain shape. There's another remnant over here. Two remnants.
Word.
I can even choose a higher DPS option and go with the bell and dual
And once
wield.
you kill the giant, Bronze Pit comes by too, and he starts helping you beat off on other things.
Dual wield the dusk and then the legendary vacuum, so it stacks up vulnerability. Yeah, if you kill the giant, then Bronze Pit comes and helps you kill the other guy, right?
Yeah. And you actually can complete the quest from there. I guess anytime that he steps back in, you can talk to him mid-fight, and you'll be like, oh yeah, send him out drow. And you're like, cool. And then there's the chest and XP.
Let's try that. Is the red name still there, or will he like go away or something?
No, the red name will stay.
Okay, I'm gonna stop attacking. Oh yeah, there's our boy.
Go ahead and talk to him.
Sweet.
So as long as you can survive the mobs and just kill the giant, that's a good completion. The problem is that sometimes the mobs are too much. depending on the champions you get.
I don't know if I can open the chest with this firewall here. Ah, here we go. I'm gonna reroll. Damn.
Oh, you got the armor.
I got it. No mythic or reaper. Wah wah. But this is gonna be my endgame armor on Ginger Spice. Parrying 9, Insightful Wisdom 9, Insightful Constitution 9. I mean, it's damn near perfect for my druid.
9, that's pretty nice.
It's just, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna miss the 3060 DR that's on my Shadow Dragon plate, but we'll see. Well, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, as always, about my videos, you can respond on YouTube. And thanks for joining me, Meister. I'll put up a D-door.
Anytime, buddy.